Good morning. Welcome back. It is that happiest Blender day of the year, the Black Friday sale at Blender Market, and I'm glad you're here. Yeah. All right, I'm practicing my NPR voice, and this is another edition of Seth's live stream. Yeah, so here we are. Um, you may have noticed yesterday, if you're on Mastodon, that we are starting to get into at least the first set of antagonists for this story, which we haven't got a lot of details on yet, but definitely some mechanical stuff. And what we're going to need to work on today is some sort of a hunter seeker drone that's going to go investigate that crash site that we did yesterday. Happy Friday, Anmi. Um, yeah, so we're going to go back, we're delving back into the realms of hard surface, at least for a little bit, and we're going to make ourselves a drone. And I'm not entirely sure what our shape language is going to be yet. Um, it's not okay, so it's going to have engines and jets or propellers, so it's not anti-gravity. I know that. But beyond that, not entirely sure. Um, I thought I might play with a couple things pretty quick and see if we can find a good body shape first. And the first idea I had was to come over here to helmets and see if we could do something with maybe something like, I don't know. I'm just looking this. Let's try this one. These annoy me because whoever made them didn't make them on fucking Axis. Um, it's frustrating, but whatever. I think they were cheap. But always make your shit on Axis. Um, anyway, I'm gonna pull this off. And I think scale-wise, right and around 2 meters is going to be where we want to be. So let's keep it sort of close to our base cube, although we'll get rid of the base cube now. And let's see. Let's just see if we can line it up a little bit. It won't be exact, but that's not going to matter for how we're going to tweak this thing anyway. Control A, rotation and scale. And actually, I think I might, let's see, maybe bring back a cube. Change my mind. And scale it up a bit, and we know where this is going, right? We're going to add a subdiv 2 modifier, sure. And then select those two, Q, shrink wrap. Other way around. Always, you can never remember which way it goes. Cube, let's do it this way. And where they move shrink wrap to form, shrink wrap, yep. Select the helmet, turn off our helmet. It's a weird shape. It's kind of neat though. Acts like. What happens if we increase our res? Does it do anything to us? Not really. Well, let's apply it. See what we get. I'm not sure though. Get rid of this. Tab. I don't know. No, we're good there. Good. Quad. Let's see if we remesh it to like 100. It gets a little weird, doesn't it? There we go. Mirror it and apply. We could use something like this just to get us a shape we might not use otherwise. What happens if we RY 180 and rotate it around? So it's kind of got like a keel on the bottom. That would certainly be one shape. I don't know that I'm super feeling it though. I don't think so. Let's try doing a starship instead. F9, operator presets, angular, sure. Hull sections, bring it in. And one more. All right, yeah, this is starting to give us something. I mean, clearly these shapes are designed for this sort of thing, but let's see, can we scale it vertically a little bit? That's got potential. I think we can go with this. I think we'll do this more. It's a bit of a cheat, but hey. Let's try scaling our X out a little bit, see what that gives us. Something like that. Nice, good and blobby. Let's just try a few seeds. Ooh, that's very drone looking. Ooh, that's cool. Let's use this as our base one. And front, back. And let's see, expand to front. No, 2. Z depth on our front. Okay, interesting, yeah. X depth on our front. Kind of interesting. Get way more, way less. Let's give it just a little bit. And on our back, come on. 2. X depth. Area. And just slightly up. But where's our X depth? Not getting any X depth on it. There we go, maybe. X taper. Z taper. I'm kind of digging this. Let's see. I think I'm gonna take our Z depth down though, or Z taper, and bring it in more. I'm trying it. Sure, okay. Let's keep going. Wings. Does it have any? It does. Wing length. This is a number of segments. Depth. Yeah, those are wings for sure. And area. Make any difference? Edge cut. Maybe, sure. Okay. Seed. Ooh, yeah, we're getting some interesting. Okay. That I kind of dig. Depth in. Don't go away. And taper in. And get rid of the edge cut. What do you want? Yeah, okay. So 2 is kind of neat. 3. That's more. Maybe. I think I like that. I think we're going to go with that as our base. Save as. Where are we? Up. New 231124 1 live stream hunter seeker drone. Alrighty. Now what's our scale on this sucker? I don't remember how big it is. Too big. Go apply that mirror too. Where's our cube? There's our base cube. So we want to shrink this till it's right in line with our base cube, roughly. A little smaller. There we go. Cool. Still. Okay. Control A, rotation scale. Delete. This is what we're going to go with as our base drone. This is the front. Okay. And we'll add back a mirror. There we go. We're mirroring from that side. Just so we're clear. Now, let's go find some stuff to play with it a little bit. Kit bash, drones, yes. And what do we want to do with this today? We could give it arms. I don't know. So arms are attached to the body is the question, or both. So we could try this body here. Let's just see what it gives us. S25, too big. S10, still probably too big. That's centered, so we could bring this guy up. What do we think? Kind of like having those things come off of it. That could be neat. And I'm not wedded to anything particularly. S12. So if it makes more sense for us to add these parts to it, we certainly can. Now that has a hole in it that we'll have to deal with if we keep it there, right? Yeah, and other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go with color of object so we get rid of those things. Oh, that looks like it's solid. Okay, that's interesting. And then mirror it. Let's just keep going for a little bit, see what we get. It doesn't have to look sleek. I actually kind of don't want it to look super sleek. So that's kind of one of the things I'm playing with is I want it to feel a little bit on the grungy side. We could use the same rotors that we used for the airship because it came from this kit too. But let's just split it up a little bit. Let's try something different. Let's go to big, medium, small. And is there anything in Mech Squad? I don't think so. Model Shop Greeble certainly does though. Engines. These could be neat. We'll have to scale them, but certainly doable. Let's do this one. Scale it way down. RX minus 90? Yes. Let's see if we can't line it up reasonably close to good. It's not going to be perfect, but it feels reasonably close to good. Excuse me. And mirror it. Save it. I feel like that's a cool looking engine there for our drone, and it gives it a different look than the airship. It's a little bit more, open air. And then if we go and we give it some kind of a rear thruster as well, which we could get from exhausts in the same place, and something kind of neat for that. Um, hmm, let's do this one. I'm gonna rotate it, scale it way down. And continue to scale it down. Let's bring it to the center, so make sure we lined it up right. And maybe. That's kind of got a neat shape. And I'm all about neat shapes. That's looking good. We need to figure out what we're putting in those front things. I think those are going to be weapons, probably. Other weaponry here we want to use. These missile launchers are kind of badass. Let's try them. See what they look like. RZ-180. Scale it down. GRY90. Down a bit more. 7GR. Could maybe. And local to like there. I think we're gonna need something else. It's gonna be a little bit off-putting, I think. But let's see. We can't. I mean, I kind of like just how weird it is. Like it's not normal, but that's all right. Why do we have missiles firing off at an angle? Fixed mounted missiles firing off at an angle? I don't know. But we do. And it's cool. I don't know if it's cool or not. I hope it will end up being cool. Let's grab this bad boy as well. Z180, RY180, Alt G, scale. GZ. Interesting. Oh, of course they are. Yeah, they do Death Blossom missiles. Those are so much fun to make. They burst out like a flower and then spiral outward. It's fun. GZ down. Yep. That's good. And I like we're getting some little weird crap floating off here now too. We're gonna add a lot more of that, I think. Received and net. Okay, it feels aggro. It feels like a drone. It's working for me. Okay. Now, let's try. Let's see. I don't remember which side I had mirrored. I guess if I do this, I can figure out, can I? Yeah. I think it was this side. Let's just see. 3 I E. Yeah, it was. Okay. Select these faces here. And tab. Shift Q. Tubes. Cuts. Actually, that's pretty cool. It's a little bit thick still. That's the offset. I always tried to grab the wrong one. It's the wrong one too. Always want to grab the wrong one on this one. There we go. Curve. That's the one we want. Max offset of 0.05. So it comes in more, even a little more. 0.025. Yeah, okay. F9, and we add a few more. There we go. That's cool. Clearly, we're not going for super aerodynamic on this bad boy, and that's also fine. Okay. Also, clearly, we need some cables. Where we want to put them. Can I get it from there to there? Probably can. Create cable from here to here. Scale it down. And add, decrease the tension. AC, simulate the cable. Oh, we gotta have cables on this bad boy. We're gonna have lots of cables, I think. Yes, there's one. And then, actually, I want to move that over. GY to there. So I can create a new cable from here to here. Simulate that sucker. Yep, hangs out. Cool. Again, why we're having, such things on an aerodynamic vehicle, theoretically, I don't know, but who cares? Let's take it, Alt X, mirror it, take it, mirror it. Got our two cables there. Good, good, good. We're going to probably add at least a couple more. We may need to add more places to attach them to. But yeah, looking good so far. Just kind of checking out the silhouette, see how aggro it feels, and it feels reasonably aggro, which is what we want. We have this here. Ooh, and it covers that. I mean, clearly there have to be cables here and here. Here to, I don't know where to put them here. Okay, get a bit bigger. Cool, Q here to here. Sure. There we go. Both good. Like them. Mirror that one. Mirror that one. Save. Now, this is feeling a little too flat for me. So let's come here, select these, Shift Q, slice it, inset. That's a little extreme. Maybe cut it down to 50 and cut our depth down to 0.025. We get something like that. That's cool. Oh, I like it. Then on the top here, no, here, it's like these. Actually, even these two. Sure. And even those. Let's do that as a group. Shift Q, panels, square, cut one, something like that. F9, increase the depth, the height. Bring that in, or inset that in, slightly like that. Let's just try. Let's try some of the other ones. Try radial, walk, square, square, cut one. I want the cut, but I think I want, we're going to try something. Cut two to give us some of that, but then I want to increase our max back up. Yeah, so we get some uneven panels, but they're not all super small. I like that. I feel like they're coming up a bit too high though. Something like that. Sure. Okay. Then I think we're going to want, oh yeah, yeah we are. Tab here, face, poke to face. 1, Q, circle. A little more than that. There we go. 3. Can I go in? Yes, I can. Cool. Tab. Create a cable from there to there. Cool. Simulate it, although it should be pretty similar, I think. Yeah, it's not gonna do much. And mirror it. Lots of dangly bits. This is definitely one for dangly bits. And then I think here, inset EY down. Got to give it some eyes. And like I said, got to get some eyes. Although, like sensors, you don't actually, that the human nature of things, you don't actually really need eyes all that often on stuff, but you know, I'm gonna grab those parts there, and even that, sure. And I think we've got it mirrored, so we don't need to grab these, but we will. Fine. Enter, Shift Q, slice. That might be a little much. Okay, yeah, we can live with that. And then maybe we want tab this, inset E, inset. We can even go quite far in. Okay, there, that's good. Tubes, amount 50. And do we want to, there we go. Three, sure. I like it. F9, limit body. No. Use fallback. No. And depth, let's make it smaller. Again, to that looks good. Maybe even a few more. I might need to cut it one more time. There we go. Okay, cool. And then Shift Q, random loop extrude. 1, 2, 3. Do not loop from source. Cut to F9. Depth of 0.01, 0.01, 0.01. That looks good. Yes, no, maybe F9. Let's just see if we cut that one and then that one. Is that better? Yeah, I think so. Some neat panels, or exposed panels rather, kind of mimicking that sort of thing here. And that's cool. And then here, again, grab these, that, and that, sure. Shift Q, panels. Panel seed. I think that's too much inset. almost none at that point. That's just giving us more. Okay, there we go. Cool. Yep. Yep. Do we want to add, create a cable from here to here? It's gonna, cool. Tab GY, bring it out like that. Does that make sense to have it go below? It might. But I like the swoop. Let's see what happens. If we simulate it, it's gonna swoop it. That's still it. We'll make a new one. Shift AC. I think it does make sense to go from below. Down, tab. Maybe. I don't know. Not loving it, actually, this time. So that sucker, tab it. Oh, I'm on that side. Let's see. L? No, it's the whole thing. And reasonably, right? Yeah, sure. Slice it. Whew, no. Tab, Control A, rotation scale. Slice it. Now it's better, maybe, but it needs more than that. 200. This may be a better case to do it a different way too. Let's see. I don't mind it. I think that's all right. Save it. And we're at 40 minutes. We're doing good on time, that's for sure. Got some good weaponry. Got some good paneling. Is there anything else we want to add to it? Let's just see. Do we have any cool greebles we want to throw on there? Clearly, the answer is yes. But neat. Throw that there. Scale it down. Ooh, that is cool. Scale it down just a little more. Make sure it's in the center of our panel. Yeah, I like that. Do, 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 do. Um, Agreeable clusters. Anything in the cluster? I mean, we could certainly use one of these. Um, Scale it way down. Yes, no, maybe. Yeah, I think so. I want to make sure we leave at least a couple areas of rest and we don't go totally nuts everywhere. That's kind of my one. Um, um, do we want to do this? Could be neat on top. And on the center. But that might even be okay. This may be one of those things where it's like, oh, it's not in the center, but that might work out better. If we rotated it like that and mirrored it on this thing. Oh yeah, that's cool. Nice. Nice. All right. Let's maybe start texturing it, see what we see. We're saved, right? Yeah, because we're jumping into, every time I seem to go into color mode, it crashes half the time. Okay. So let us think how we want to do this and how grungy we want this to look, which I don't think is super grungy this time. I'm liking, what is that material? It's looking pretty cute. It's heckin' cute, right? This is metal green. What do we do with metal green? We can change it. Green 10. Yeah. No, I kind of like that as a color. Might add a little bit of grunge to it, but I think that's cool. Do I have a metal black? I do. What does that look like? This black and green combo could be good. And also black. I feel like this guy, if we change it, we're going to lose a lot. But let's just see what it does. Black. I mean, well, maybe. I think green might be better if we do this. Yeah, green is better. Okay, this bad boy here. Also green. Normally I'm adding more dirt, and I will again a bit, but I kind of want it to feel a little new. Yeah, so he's done some texturing on this sucker, so we'll have to tweak this one. because we don't want everything. That, Alt Z, C, B. Okay, yeah, that stuff. Let's do that. Plus assign metal green. And let's actually make this plus assign metal black. Save. Cool. That works. I'm good with that, I think. Yep. And then I like leaving that metal colored. I like leaving that metal colored. Like there's just going to be a few accents. That metal color. These should certainly be metal color, I think. Where we go? X. Join those together. And standard. A. Cube projection. Cool. These should also, let's convert to mesh and standard as well. Yep. And Q, convert to mesh. Okay, and then all my cables, just gonna object, convert to mesh, right? Yep, you're all good there. Join, and this is what? Multi-drone 27. So we'll try using that. Looking good. Our gun is very dirty in comparison to the rest of us. How do we feel about that? Don't know. L plus assign green. That's better. And I think I'm gonna adjust it a little bit anyway too, because I do think we want to add some edging to it. So let's do that. We've saved, right? Save. Shading. Metal green. That's the one. It's very straightforward. We're going to need to Shift A, search RGB, and grab that color. We know that. Okay. And then we're going to go to this bad boy, and we're going to grab essentially all of this stuff here. Actually, yeah, we're just going to grab this whole thing. And then we're going to come back to green, and we're going to paste. And we're going to add this color to our color. And then I think we're going to take, come here. This, let's see what this does. to there. And that gives us a lot of grunging, which we're going to need to decrease a little bit, but I think that's what we want to do. Edge radius is 0.025. Yeah, just down. So it's just there a little bit, maybe even a little higher. 5. Yeah, 0.05. And our dirt radius is going to be 0.5. I don't think we'll really notice it anyway. It's so dark. We'll bring this up a bit. Yeah. There we go. Feel like that's looking all right. Now let's do what was here. Middle flake normal. Yeah, we don't care. I'm just gonna get rid of all that. Delete. And we're gonna select all the same stuff again and go to this one, which is metal black, and paste. Delete that. And I mean, we could just change the color here, but just for keeping it same or separate so we can see easier, color black. All right. Did it work? Let's see if we go. Did I grab the wrong metal black? Which one is this one? Yeah, should be. Let's see. Radius of my edging. No. There we go. Tab A U cube projection. Can I make it? Am I connected? I'm not connected. That would be why, because I'm a dumbass. Right. Why isn't it working? Yes, thanks, Seth. All right. To like a dark gray, actually. I think that's cool. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Even like the green. I think here, I want to select that. And actually gonna make a new one. Assign, metal black, 22. Dark. This one I'm just gonna rename to metal gray. Okay. Tab, this one is metal black dark. And if I make it dark, should be darker than the other one. It is. Cool. Okay. Now our green might be just a little too bright. The 10 is just annoying me, so get rid of that. A little too bright or a little too high saturation. Maybe a bit of bring it down. Actually, yeah. A little closer to gray, a little grayer. Yeah, that's good. Very subtle, but I think that's better. Layout. How you at? How you living? Think this one, multi-drone 27, which we're just going to call cables. Now, save. Let's edit. And crash blender. And there we go. Okay. Metal black dark shading. I'm just gonna go edit it instead of, let's see. I want to grab just the dirt on this one and come over here to cables, paste the dirt and color. It's fine, I'll be lazy today. Yeah, good. That gives a little bit of grunge to our cables. Needed that. Layout. Save early, save often. I was thinking of, I'm not sure what environment to put this boy in. I was actually thinking of using the one I made yesterday just because um, it's kind of the same space. Like they're flying, I want to kind of fly over our heroes. But maybe we could just make that shot, which would just be kind of a variant of this shot, but you know, hey. I like this guy though. I think he's looking good. Everything's kind of come together nice. Oh, we're gonna give him eyes. That's what we haven't done yet. Tab, they're the same, right? But plus assign and he's got nothing glowing, so we should be okay. Real-time materials. We got in the way of glass over here. Let's do something different. Beer glass. Beer glass seems neat. Let's see. There we go. We got eyes. Subtle, but we got eyes. We could make them glow, I suppose. Do we want glowy shit? Kind of like not having glowy stuff on this one. Because this is, no one's going to ever need to worry about seeing this thing. That's not the way these guys work, so that would be okay. So he doesn't really need warning lights or anything like that. Okay. Well, we got it all. So let's just apply. We theoretically could apply these all at one time, but I've had some issues with that lately, so I'm just gonna do them one at a time. Right. It's also a robot, so it doesn't need to be, and it's not worried if humans see it, because that's not what it's there for. So, um, everything together. Good, it's all in one UV map. Oh, that must not have gotten mirrored properly. All right, well, we're just gonna mirror the whole thing and apply it again. We gotta vote for no glowing. I vote for no glowing. No glowing it is. Okay. So do we want a shot, like a product shot of just it without environments? I mean, we could, and then put it in a space. Or we put it in a space to begin with. And save. And fug it. Let's grab it. See, copy objects. File, open. Sure, save again. I think you just saved, but it's fine. Pillar Desert. We're gonna get a different shot out of it than we did before. Come on. There we go. VM, new collection, drone, file, save as. For one live stream drone in terrain. Okay, that's a good size for my drone. That's working about where I want it to be, I think. Let's grab him, kind of bring him up. He's facing the wrong way from me though. RZ 180, just because the way my brain thinks. Rotation scale. Okay, now that's his front, right? Yeah, okay. It doesn't really matter, but it's just kind of the way I'm used to thinking of these things now. So we got him there like that. And I think I want a couple of him too. So Shift D, not even Shift D, sorry, that's Alt D, be safer. And bring it back a little bit, and then Alt D, a little bit more. And we can rearrange them when we want to, but. And what do we want a squad to be? 4 or 5? Let's do 4. Okay. We can set our shot up here. And I don't know which camera I'm on, but let's go look. Camera 1. Where is camera 1? Cameras. There we go. Camera 1. There we go. And this will be a little faster maybe than normal because we already got it set up. Something like that. And let's take him to like here. And focus on that one. And save. Now let's just see what we got. I like it, but our landscape is not. I don't want to see the background like that. Let's see if we can deal with it again. Angle. It could probably an exposure of 1. Yeah. Come down again like that more. That's better. And tweak these. And save. The green? Oh, they're looking really green to me right now. I don't know if you're light, but like they're going to be very green. Let's go shading, world. Editor vector again, and location Z of 0.1. Oh, wait. There we go. That's got that set up. They're pointing the right direction. Yeah. I feel like that's a good shot for what I wanted. Do we want to give them a little bit of lens blur? Like motion blur? I don't know. I think probably not. I think it's going to be better to see them like this. Save. So that's a shot that I like. Let's go look at the second camera. And I'm gonna see if we can't get something close in. The great thing is it doesn't really matter which one we're looking at because they're exactly the same. Go there, and we're at 35. I don't know which way we can go more dynamic, which is closer like that, or we can go more. Let's go to 50. So we're not messing it. We're not changing it, the angle of distortion a lot, but there. And focus there. Save again. Let's see what we got. Pretty damn good. I wonder. Sharpen. Let's see. Does it make a difference? Yeah, and that's better too. I do like it sharper there. Save. See, our gray turns, our dark turns to very almost a pale gray now in this light, which is fine. I think it's working. Can't see its eyes. Do we want to try to see its eyes, or do we like looking at it from below like this? There we go. We can do like that and see its eyes. And we'll kind of go with, it's more of a product shot, so it's like straight down the center, or close to straight down the center. Yeah, I think he's cool. And then we'll add another one, obviously. Now let's see if we can't. Show the back. Again, do we want to show? might need to punch up the brightness on this one or decrease the contrast. Let's see, do I have contrast turned up or not? No, we're at low. Okay, so we could, on shot 3, if we increase our exposure to 9, I think it'll be brighter once we render it. It always seems to look dark to me on my um, screen here, but that'll be cool. And we're gonna run it like be done fast today. But all we were making is one of these, so it doesn't super surprise me. But let's do a kind of a further pulled back shot. Even like a almost a straight up shot like that. Yeah. Oh, I didn't make a new camera yet. All right. Well, where's camera 2? Scene collection, not scene collection. Cameras. And if we do this one, Control 0 there, there. So now it'll make this won't be the last one. Yep. There we go. Let's tweak it around. See if we can't get, I want that tree in there too. 28. Maybe we'll find something else. I just kind of want to grab them and show them like almost from the ground sort of vibe. Like we're looking at it from, where are the other ones? There's 1, there's 3. Where's 4? There's 4. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, because they're flying over our heroes on their way to the crash site, where they're then gonna blow the shit out of the remainder of the gondola. So focus there. Cool. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe not in that order for displaying, but hey, Michael. Yeah, man, you made it. I'm not even sure. We might be finishing quite early today because I'm not sure what else I'm going to do to this sucker. We got our boys made though. Um, and I am liking them. I feel like they're working. I wonder, let's see, in this shot. Oh, we totally should. Okay. This adds just add a sense of fun. Gonna open up. No, it's not here yet. Okay, Blender 4. Well, they start from, we threw the helmet away actually. We didn't, I have to be, we tried starting from a helmet and then we didn't use it because it didn't work from us. But so I can't claim that one. But we did try playing with it. We were trying some shapes. Layer. That's what we want. Oh, we're getting more story based. We're moving into actual like narrative story instead of character stories. So we're heading back towards the whatever shot them down, and then coming from that direction are these guys. moving towards the crash site. So it's probably a good thing that our heroes left the crash site, because otherwise they get the shit blown out of them today. Where am I? Where did I put the dude? Where's the bug? There's the bug. Copy the bug. Collections. No, it was actually like a weird fantasy-esque Roman or Greek helmet that I was thinking just using as a shape, but it didn't work. So there's our Spider-Man doing the things that a spider can. Local. What? Fine. That's kind of cool. Not Greg helmet. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We all knew it was going to do that, right? Right. And terrain. Yep. This is the one. Okay. At least we saved. There's our bug. Just randomly for fun floating there, but I think it's cool to have them there. So we're going to. We could throw a few webs even if we want to. We've still got all that there. Where's our web? Bez curve. Tab. So we're adding the Bez curve. Grabbing that. And cool. This is almost just too easy. It's like, what? We don't need a lot. It's not really about this guy, but one or two might be neat. And that worked out well, actually. And then one from maybe here to here. Sure. Did that actually go? No, that went into space. Thought it did. That one didn't. Cool. I like those. I think that'll be good. Although it does cross in front of our spider. But let's see if we can't turn off that so we can see. And that one. And there we go. That's even cooler. Save it. Let's take a look. Did I not select it, or does it just, yeah, it's just thinking. Cool. What does it do on this one? Do we see it in the last one or the second to last? No, we don't. That's fine. We don't really need to. I do like it's on that one though. It's cool. What else do we need to do? Is there anything else that we need to do? Um, I like our trees. I like our layout for that. And ditto here. These are close together, but that's fine. I like that. We could do a web down here, I guess, too, if we wanted to, just to sort of bring it all together. And we've been showing webs in this environment, so maybe that's not a bad idea. Back to Bez curve, tab, and draw from here to here. Did it go where I want it to go? Does it matter? That's a huge one. I mean, sure. All right, tab to there. See, sure, that might be enough. I'm the last person who hasn't talked about Black Friday deals. Yeah. I haven't gone looking yet. I know that um, what's it called? Blender Market is at 30% off this weekend for basic. Well, everybody who takes part, which is most people. So it's not a bad time to go looking. Um, I still haven't decided. Like, I don't know. Do I need them? Do I just want them? I mean, I am still, unemployed, so it's a matter of how much I want to spend money on it. Um, there are some super cool ones out there, though. Um, I yeah. I don't have answers. I wish I did. It's kind of looking at flip fluids to do some like real fluid stuff. And although it's not Blender, it works well enough with Blender that the last 2 years now on Black Friday, I always go look at Embergen, and I'm like, oh, that would be so cool. And it's like 200 US dollars, so it'd be like close to 300 for me. Um, and it's on sale. It's like 30% off. Um, and that's amazing for fire and smoke, and they're adding a water element to it. And I'm like, oh, I want it. And I haven't pulled the trigger, and I don't know if I will or not. So there's my like whine for, you know. Do we have one in the foreground even? Is it just that I'm missing it? Um, I want to see where that is even. That's there. Okay. Um, yeah. Like, and I often wonder too, because there's this like we all want to think that if we buy the one great toy, then we will truly be great artists, whatever that toy fucking is. It's the universal thing now for us, I think. And I mean, we won't be. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change any of that stuff. But somehow I still really want it. Um, gee, there. Okay, now you can see it. Now I got some foreground ones for sure. So I don't know. I don't have good answers. I'm sure I'll pick up a couple of things just cause, but I don't know. I have a list as long as my arm now. Um, but you guys know what I use. Like for all the problem is like when you want something, it's super helpful. And most of the time I don't use it. Like, oh look, I'm using it, but this cobweb thing was free. That's cool. Um, hard ops use every day, couldn't live without it. Photographer couldn't live without it. Um, random flow used close enough to say I couldn't live without it. Um, HDRI maker, use every day. I could live without it, but it does make my life easier. Um, yeah, I don't know. There you go. All right. Well, I think we're done, honestly. I'm just gonna look through them all again with color and watch Blender crash again. Um, yeah, that's good. That looks better now. Got some webs that are down below. It ties in with our other scene. Our first guy, still really like him. Think he's cool looking. Second shot, I probably use this one as our um, what you call it, thumbnail for the YouTube video. Looks cool. And the reverse shot, also like it a lot. Um, all right, folk. Well, have a great Black Friday. If you're in America, you probably have today off, which is awesome. Enjoy it. Get some rest. Um, make some cool stuff, and then have a great weekend. Um, I will almost certainly be making more things on this project throughout the weekend, and then we'll be back again on Monday. So I don't know where we'll be at by Monday. Um, we'll probably play with more with these guys. Oh, and I guess I got a second. I'll show you the file for the other one. Um, where's our boy? We made this guy yesterday too, and I'm looking forward to playing with him. Um, come on. There we go. I was like, I feel like I'm having a Fern Gully moment. He's just, big and crushy. And there he is in scale to a human. Um, he will be fun to play with, but we haven't quite got to him yet. So, um, but I was just doinking around yesterday afternoon. I was like, oh yeah, I should use these things together that I haven't thought about putting using in forever. Um, yeah, right. It's oh, and there we crash. So we'll call that that's our sign that we're done for today. So make a musical number with Tim Curry. Only if I can get Tim Curry or Tone Loc. Those are my two requirements for a musical number. Anyway, have a great weekend. We'll see everybody again later. Thanks a lot. Bye.